Hola, ¿qué tal, boys? How are we all doing today? I'm gonna tell you who I consider to be the striker cam combinations, or if you play a 4-4-2, a striker combinations in Prem, because a lot of you guys use Prem and a lot of you guys use the wrong combos. First, let me know down below who is your striker to cam combination right now. Tell me your striker and who you play cam in game, and then don't forget to leave a like in case you like it, and leave a follow, because at the end of the day you're gonna keep searching for stuff that are like, what player should I use on X, Y, Z, X whatever position, and I have the answers for literally everything that you're asking for, bro. I am your guy. So yeah, let's get right into it. If by the end of the video you think I didn't give you value, then just unfollow. But if you think I gave you value, then don't forget to leave a follow. Now let's get right into it. First, for most people this is different, what you want on a striker and what you want in a cam. So we're gonna go striker cam, and then I'm gonna have two strikers in my head. When I'm looking for a striker in a cam, on my cam I want a player who can pass with both feet, please, if possible. If he has a 3-star weak foot, it's not the best, but we can make it work. Then also, when we're looking for a cam, we're looking for a player that is quite agile. When we're looking for a striker, we're looking for a player that's decent at shooting. Hopefully he can also be quite agile, but if he's not agile, there is no problem. There is no problem as long as he has like a 5-star weak foot or insane pace and shooting. That's what we're looking for. When we have a 2-striker formation, I feel like we're looking for the same. We turn the cam into the second striker so that we have one striker that basically receives the ball, and then the other striker who is el matador, someone who just scores and bangs goals for you. So knowing that, I have to say, I feel like if you have the coins, Kane is perfectly one of the best strikers that you can have in Prem. One of the strikers, main strikers that you can have. You have a 3-star weak foot, I know. You have good shooting, insane shooting. 4-star weak foot is not the best. 3-star skills ain't the best either. But because you have a second striker or a cam, he's gonna have the 4 skills. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be providing him those balls. Do I think he's worth it for 1.1 million? I don't think so. Why? Because you can have icons there that are cheaper and that are better, but we're not gonna touch on that today. If you want me to touch on that in the future, let me know down below. So yeah, continuing. What do you think about De Bruyne? Personally, I think De Bruyne, remember when I told you I like players to be quite agile? He's not the most agile player in the world. I feel like with Hunter, he can 100% play the cam position if you want him to. 163k is not bad, to be fair with you. He should be great. 89 stamina. He should be alright as a cam, or even as a second striker with that shooting, that passing, everything. He has a bit of everything, but there is someone that can play better, because we're not only looking at cams. As you can see here, I have sentiments, I have cams, I have center forwards, I have strikers, I have left mids, left wings. A lot of players that we can switch in and around. I think the best cam, we're supposed to get to him, but I want to say it now. The best cam and striker that you need to have in your Premier League squad, 100%, is Son. 80k, cute pace, good shooting, good agility, alright balance for the height, not the best, but he won't feel ultra clunky, but he won't feel ultra responsive. I feel like he is a must on every striker cam combination. You apply Hunter, you have a really capable card. If you like, you are in, I like a bit more agility and balance, there you apply Engine. You have extra balance, you have extra agility. Now, yet again, let's try and roll it up again. Which other cards can we use if we have a striker? I reckon Kane and Son could be a good partnership. I reckon, again, let's check it. Mane is one that I remember last year. He had a striker card that even went for like 1 million for a long time. So if I were you, this is one that I wouldn't sleep on. Personally, I think he has a lot to offer with marksman, the extra strength, the extra jumping, with the insane dribbling combination. I think this card as a striker with Son down under behind him would be sick. Yet again, you won't have him on full cam because they're both left mids, but you have the idea in your head. I think Agüero is a great card, especially for 40k. It's a card that says slept on, man. Like, seriously, you can play this guy striker. Hasn't got the best pace in the world, but like, if you want a straight up striker, Agüero with a Son cam, easy as you like. You don't have to spend 1 million in Kane. There's no, like, seriously, there's no need. Again, there is other Kanes, they're not as good, so I will stay away from them. I think Bruno Fernandes is a player that you should not be using cam. because he has decent defending, and I think this is a card that you can 100% apply shadow on and play sentiment. He's like an upgrade to Fred, sort of better passing, shooting, like a perfect box to box with insane shooting, especially for the sentiment position. But if you're looking for a cam and you want to use him cam, then you can 100% apply Hunter. Again, for what he brings to the table, I feel like him and De Bruyne, you won't be missing much if you use De Bruyne instead of him, and you will be saving yourself 300k, you know. But the thing with De Bruyne, he cannot do the sentiment thing because he only has 72 defending, which is actually garbage. He has, you know, I think Brunito Papa with 79 with 87 interceptions, and that is well ahead of what this De Bruyne has to offer as a sentiment. That's why I'm saying. Now, continuing, this Son is one that a lot of people are you know, asking themselves, should I get player of the month Son? I don't think so. 700k is quite high, especially for a card that you're gonna have untradeable all year. He's gonna be worth it for you more than likely for the full game. But I would personally, if you could, I said I was gonna do La Liga Prem only, but I want to show you a card that you can 100% play cam striker, who is tradable and who will be as good as Son. And 100% net bet, you can apply finishing on him and play him striker. He goes for 430k, and this is a card that I was saying you can use instead of Kane. 100%. You play him striker with these stats, you put Son behind him. Literally, for half of the price of Kane, you get net bet and Son. What else do you want in life, bruh? I think a lot of people consider this Aubameyang. Again, I'm not the happiest and the biggest fan of Aubameyang overall, but I think with finisher, this is a card that you can use. 187 is quite tall for me. Again, it can still work. You cannot 100% put him up front. Again, will I pay someone 800k when I can 100% have net bet up front? I wouldn't. Again, worth thinking. 2 striker formations. You can play him with Sonaldo behind him. Now, let's try and focus mainly on players that are good and have good chemistry together. As I have said, Son. And then up front, someone that's more agile, mainly because he has a 5 weak foot, and mainly because Son is not the most agile player in the world. So if you put someone agile in front, you can always give him the ball with either feet because he has 5 weak foot, and then fake Son and shoot. The perfect combo for Son, and this is something I have said before in this series, and it is gonna be Rashford 100%. Even though this Rashi has as bad balance as Son, for some reason, because he has 5-star skills and because most people use him with finisher, he is responsive. He's responsive on the ball. It's weird. He's one of the best gold cards in the game. You play this guy striker and you play Son cam, you have the perfect combo. Why not play him cam and Son striker? I think he likes, oh no, I was gonna say he likes balance, but the main thing is he has more strength, more aggression, he has the 5-star skills. For some of you, that's great to create space, that's great to like go in. I think the best striker cam combo in this whole league is Son and Rashi, and even if it's just a 2-man striker formation, Son and Rashi are gonna be your boys 100%. You can use Silva as a cam. I wouldn't recommend that. Yet again, my goal if I were you, just get Sonny, bruh. Just get Sonny, bruh. Then Werner, this is a card that's really popular among a lot of you guys. I feel like my issue with Werner is his price. I think 100k for a player who basically can give you the same than a Rashi, they can give you the same as a Son, but a bit less. It's not worth it. 3-star skills, 100k. If you play him on the wing with engine, I feel like he's a great card, especially for the wing. But if you're playing him striker, I feel like you can get something better. Do I think he's bad? No. I think he's a great card. He's quite predictable, but yet again, just not my style. That's why I'm telling you, for that 100k, if it was like 30k, yeah, go on, get him, lad. But if you can get Son, who is cheaper, nah, it's not worth it. I don't think Vardy is worth it either. These Rashi 700k is absolutely insane if you can get him, and then you have Son, because if you have the 2 left mids, you're gonna have to have one off cam. These Rashi, again, 1 million coins, I don't think is worth for the 86 rated version, when literally the 86 striker version is the same, and then the 85 version is literally just as good as both of those. Players only get really good when there's like 2 upgrades on. So apart from that, for anyone, are you considering getting Havertz? I think Havertz is absolutely trash. I used him, I hated him. He's too tall, too low agility and balance for that height. and he just feels ultra clunky on the ball. If he had a 5-3 weak foot and he was like Son, then I'll be like, yeah, go on, it's okay. He has at least a 5-3 weak foot, he can pass with both feet. But maybe I didn't try him with engine. You can 100% try him with engine. He shouldn't be as bad with engine. But when I tried him with Hunter, I'm here to tell you, he felt like an absolute truck. And that's an understatement to how bad it felt. I think Mares is another one that you can 100% give a chance as a cam, especially because he has the 5-star skills. And he has a good agility and balance. Well, decent agility and balance. He's a bit taller than what you would like him to be. And then this Zaha, I know a lot of people that use him striker, and really like him. I think maybe with finisher, he deserves a chance. But if you're not good with skills, the 3-star weak foot is gonna be really bad for you. This is like a cheap man's Rashford. A cheap man's informed Rashi for the cheap people. But if you can just use Rashford left winger as a striker, why would you get this Zaha, if you get me? Again, as I'm saying, for me, on this full list, the only cam that you can get is Son. Son is just cracked a cam, and then the striker, you can put anyone. Oh, I forgot that this Gabriel Jesus. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is really expensive. I think his 83 is not bad. I don't know why I did a collab with a pro. He says it's not the best, but I think his 83 can even play with engine as a cam. He can play with Hunter as a striker. I'll personally prefer him on the wing. I think with Hunter on the wing, he's great. In a 2-man striker formation, him and Son should be alright. But yet again, for 12k, you can just get something else. Who can you get instead of him for 12k? I think a player like Lucas with 4-star weak foot. If you have 12k, surely you can spare another 8 and have Lucas. You can play him with Deadeye, and that'll be great. Now, just to put this into perspective for you guys, so that you all understand what I'm trying and what players you should be using. Son. Perfect. Heung-min Son. These are our main guy. We're gonna put a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is what I guess most of you rock. And if you don't, then yet again, it's the same for a 4-4-2. Just put either of both on whatever side you want. Son can, or he can play striker. As a striker, this is the top tier one. Top tier, 100%. No matter how many coins you have, this is top tier. If you have extra coins and you want to spend like your whole life into it, then you can 100% get this Son, and you can 100% get this Rashi. 100% you can do this. Is this upgrade worth like the extra 1 million coins? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth the extra 1 million coins. But if you have them and you don't know what to spend them on, then get it. Now, if you are cheap, if you don't have that many coins, I think Lucas Moura as a cam, and then Son as a striker will be great. If you don't have the coins for Sonny, then you can do Richarlison. I would say the cheap man's partnership would be Lucas with Richie. Or if you don't like to use players of chem, then you can use this Moura with Richie, Moura with engine. Moura, no, I meant Gabriel Jesus. You can use Gabriel Jesus with engine with Richie up front. That's like the poor man's thingy. But again, if I were you, bruh, for the price, Son goes for. I'm sorry that I've been repeating his name over and over and over. And the previous video I did was on how to use Son. So if you want to check that out, just see the channel. Go to the channel and check how to use Son. That's it. But I know, man, it's just that for the price he is on, man, it's just, to me, it's crazy that people are not using him, Rashi, Son, Jesus, Lucas. Is there any other combo for those of you? I mean, if you didn't like Son, you can always give De Bruyne a chance. If you didn't like De Bruyne, you can always give Bruno Fernandes a chance. If you did not like Bruno Fernandes, you can always give Mane a chance as a cam. Even he will be one of the most responsive cams out of everyone I've just named. And if you don't like Rashi as a striker, you can always put Son as a striker. If you don't like Son as a striker, you can always just have Rashi. And if you don't like Rashi as a striker, if you didn't like Rashi as a striker, you can always use, let's see, that's rough. You can always give Kane a chance. You can always give Aubameyang a chance, and you can always give Vardy a chance. I told you my favorite ones. I hope you have a better and clearer idea on who to use on your team. I love you. See you. Goodbye.